here in the churchyard of Holy Trinity Church in Buckfastleigh to walk with my son in the morning and to, in this moment, tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Ollie. I'm a counsellor and an ecotherapist. I have been working as a counsellor for over 10 years now, since my training began in 2012, and that training transformed my life, as all good counselling training should, and those changes have been ongoing, and as the years have passed, my perspective on what causes suffering, what causes us to struggle, has changed. It's deepened into an appreciation of the depth of the soul and the longings that we have, which often, because of the way that we experienced our childhood and other chapters of our life, those longings have been quietened and stilled. We adapt to survive in situations where it's not safe. It doesn't feel safe to be ourselves. It doesn't feel safe to sing and dance and shout and be playful, even as children. The whole range of human emotions, sadness, anger, joy and fear, all of these in different ways are difficult for people to express fully. And when children express these emotions, sadly, and without really knowing that they're causing a problem further down the line, their parents often will try to, and often succeed in shutting down those strong emotions, so that anger is turned into sadness, or joy is smothered and brought down a few levels to something which is less intense, less difficult for our parents to hold. I certainly appreciate more than ever, with this one arriving in my life, this little bundle of joy and anger and hunger and frustration, who arrived in my life a couple of months ago. Just how easy it is to want a child to be less full of life, full of emotion, and this is what happens to us when we are young, and then when we reach a certain point in our lives where that doesn't work anymore, that way of keeping ourselves safe by keeping ourselves small and quiet, perhaps, when that doesn't work anymore, a deep longing emerges, and I work with this deep longing. I work with life stage transitions that arrive in people's lives, sometimes unexpectedly, sometimes through tragedy, through illness, through the loss of loved ones, through death, but always with an invitation to turn towards what is really important to us, and to take a step towards that in order to be more fully alive, to become more fully ourselves. And when we ignore that invitation, those invitations that come at these important points in our life, when we ignore them because they're frightening often, intimidating, the idea of having to change, needing to change the way that we do things, and the threat that kind of prospect can often come with, we turn away. We turn away from that path of change and growth. And this is often when we hit by depression. Depression arrives and it comes with a message. It comes with a message which says things need to change. And so often, and understandably, because it's such a profoundly difficult experience to be depressed, to be really depressed, we turn to our doctors and are prescribed drugs that help us to manage better, help us to carry on as we have been. And that means that we miss the opportunity. We can miss the opportunity that these moments present to turn towards our longing. And the way that I see things, the way that I work, is to spend some time working with what these longings are, exploring them, giving them a voice, giving them space, giving them respect, and honouring them, and treating them, taking them seriously, even if they may seem crazy, because beneath that first layer of how to say it, beneath the surface there's truth, and there is an opportunity to step towards that truth and meet our heart's desire, which may be to live in a way which is very different to the way in which we've been living. It may not be, it may only be something small that needs to change in order to feel like we're living more in integrity with our truth. But often, coming to understand what that truth is, we need some help with that. We need a relationship where there's no judgment, there's no expectation, because we don't know this person. We can learn to trust them and to understand that they're there to support us to thrive. There's no expectation for us to be in any other thing than how we are in that moment, and that might be very, very different to the way that we are and what we present to the world in our daily lives. So that's, well, not so short, but a little taster really of the way that I work and the way that I see things, and what I offer as a counsellor and an ecotherapist. And if you feel the call to explore your longings, the things that feel out of place and want to change, then I practice here in this churchyard as an ecotherapist, and at Dartmoor Wellbeing Clinic on 4th Street in Buckfastleigh, working indoors in a lovely held space in that treatment centre. Bye for now.